Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. You can see that the Ethereum chart has really not moved since yesterday. Went a little bit up, went a little bit down, but pretty much still trolling that ascending trend line there. I think we need to see how CPI is moving the furniture. If anything happens, there could be some additional volatility, obviously, as already mentioned yesterday and in today's Bitcoin video. The idea is that there is a lot of downside pressure here on this chart. We are in this correction, which I'm labeling as a wave 4 and possibly a larger diagonal pattern. What exactly the larger correction is not so important. I think it's some kind of a wave 4. Depends on which wave degree. That really depends on which support level is obviously holding. But bottom line is there is no sign at the moment, at least, that the correction is over. Now, at the same time, we are obviously hovering just in and above a support area. So, of course, a rally could start from here, but there is just no clear setup for it. And I will explain that. For me, the white count seems to be leading at the moment. But I also absolutely acknowledge and recognize that these micro counts will shift most likely, especially due to today's CPI. Okay. Now, in the white count, we would see a very much direct move to the downside, but there is plenty of scope for alternative scenarios, and the short-term bullish one is the red one. Okay, short-term bullish is the red scenario, which, funny enough, needs to hold above the red line. So the red line is at 2,820 pretty much. It is the 1st of May low. Against the 1st of May low, we possibly see further upside. And we have from the 13th of April low, a wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2 to the downside, third wave rally, fourth wave pullback, fifth wave rally. And then the third wave rally would be an AB. Okay, we are currently in a B wave. So, there is your setup, but I would not call necessarily an AB setup. A real setup where we have clearly a jump off point for higher would be if we get in the C wave now, because this would be a 5-wave move, the first wave and the second wave. And then we have a higher low, which could be used as a jump off point for the third wave rally. But this is technically possible. I can just share with you that the red count will, as it is, will be invalidated with a break below the 1st of May low. So that's possible. It could take us into the high $3,000 region, but I can only highlight the potential here and the invalidation point. There's no upside momentum at the moment, which clearly you can see as well. There's nothing to say that this is definitely taking the lead. It's worth observing the micro action today, and later today. I'll publish probably another ETH video later today. Then we can discuss, how CPI possibly affected the short-term patterns. I think today, normally, CPI isn't really going to do much. It is creating volatility, and it will accelerate what basically was meant to happen anyway. Because we've got some scenarios on the chart, we've got some levels to watch, and typically this leads to an acceleration of those scenarios, okay? So at the moment, I'm looking forward to that because it's about time that crypto is moving again. To the downside, that would be very clearly the white count, which can send us to around about 2,400, 2,500. And the white count will be further confirmed with a break below the red line, okay? And would need to hold below 3,141. Because in any rally, we could get a C wave rally, for example, here in a wave 2. That's absolutely possible. A second, just need to shift that. That's absolutely possible from here that this is forming like an ABC flat, and that would be against yesterday's swing low. That's possible, but it shouldn't really break above resistance. So if we start to see a break above resistance here, 3,141, that would be our first signal that things are changing and transforming. So that's worth paying attention to. Also pay attention to the descending trend line here, which basically overlaps with the key Fibonacci support area. So again, the micro counts are not so important. What really matters at the moment in this corrective mess are the Fibonacci support and resistance levels and invalidation points. Quick summary: invalidation point 3,820 for the red count. At the same time, if that level breaks to the downside, the white count will be confirmed further, targeting to 2,400 to 2,500. If we start to see a break above 3,141, it would start to put more focus on the red count, which again is only valid as long as that 1st of May low is holding. So yeah, brace yourself for some volatility today. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.